Hello students, in today's lecture we go through some example for finding the transformation matrix. Okay, if some linear transformation we have given which is operating on the basis vectors, then how the matrix corresponding to that linear transformation should be calculated, this should be discussed in this example. Okay, so the example is, let V be a two-dimensional vector space with the basis v1 and v2. Let S and T in LVW be defined by S of v1 is equal to minus v1 plus 2v2, S of v2 is equal to v1 plus v2, T of v1 is equal to 2v1 plus 3v2, T of v2 is equal to minus of v2. Then what we have given? We have given V be a two-dimensional vector space. So what is a two-dimensional vector space? Two-dimensional vector space means what? It's consisting of an two basis vectors. That is, its basis is consisting of an two vectors, and the vectors are the v1 and the v2. Okay, and let S and T in LVW. ST in LVW means what? S and T here. S and T is an linear transformation from what? V to W. Okay, so here S and T are the linear transformations from the V to W. We define by S of V1. S of V1 means what? The linear transformation is operating on the basis vector V1 is equal to, it can be given by minus V1 plus 2V2. S of V2, V1 plus V2, T of V1 is equal to 2V1 plus 3V2, T of V2 is equal to minus of V2. Okay, so then S and T is a linear transformation. Then again we have, as we know that if S and T is a linear transformation, then product is also a linear transformation. Okay, so ST is again a linear transformation. Now we have to calculate the ST operating on the V1. For finding the transformation matrix for the ST, we have to find the ST operating on V1 and ST operating on the V2. So ST operating on V1 is equal to S of, what is the value of T of V1? T of V1 we know that it is 2 into V1 plus 3 into V2. Therefore put the value of T of V1 here. It is equal to S 2V1 plus 3V2. Now which is equal to, so what is this value? Now S operating on 2V1 plus 3V2 means what? Put the value of an, here put the value of an SV1 and SV2 here, because since S is a linear transformation, how it can be looks like, this is equal to 2 into S of V1 plus 3 into S of V2. Okay, so which is equal to 2 as it is. What is an S of V1? S of V1 is minus V1 plus 2V2 plus 3 into what is an S of V2? S of V2 is V1 plus V2. Okay, so which is equal to, now calculate this value, which is equal to, what is this, multiplied to inside the bracket, which is minus of 2V1 plus 4V2 plus 3V1 plus 3V2, which is equal to, what is this value? Minus 2V1 plus 3V1, which is nothing but the V1, and 4V2 plus 3V2, which is 7V2. Therefore ST operating on V1 is V1 plus 7V2. Now we have to calculate the value of an ST operating on the V2. Okay, so ST operating on V2 is equal to, we know that it is nothing but the S of T of V2. So what is the value of an T of V2? T of V2 is an minus of V2. So which is equal to S of T of V2 is minus of V2 is equal to, so what is this value? This is nothing but which is equal to minus of S of V2. Okay, so which is equal to minus of S of V2. So what is an S of V2? S of V2 is V1 plus V2. Put this value here, therefore which is equal to minus of V1 plus V2, which is equal to minus V1 minus of V2. Now Find the matrices which corresponds to each linear transformation. So the matrices corresponding to ST and ST are. So first of all we find the matrix corresponding to S, then T, and then ST. So the matrix corresponding to S, how it can be calculated? As we know that SV1, the SV1 is minus V1 plus 2V2, SV2 is V1 plus V2. Therefore by using this SV1, first of all, by using SV1 we find the first row of the matrix, and by using SV2 we find the second row of the matrix. So what is at first? Here the equation is minus V1 plus 2V2. So look at the, or consider the coefficients which are multiplied to V1 and V2 as an first row. Therefore, which is nothing but minus 1 here multiplied is minus 1 into V1 plus here 2 is multiplied 2 into V2. So the first row is minus 1 2 and the second row is 1 1. Okay, so the matrix is S is equal to minus 1 2 1 1. Now we have to find the matrix corresponding to T. Okay, so what is a matrix corresponding to 2? As T of V1 is 2V1 plus 3V2, so the first row is 2 3 and the second row is 0 minus of 2. So the matrix corresponding to T is equal to 2 3 0 minus 1. Now we have to find the matrix corresponding to ST. Okay, so here we find the values of ST operating on V1 and ST operating on V2. So first equation is V1 plus 7V2. Therefore the first row is 1 and 7 and the second row is minus 1 minus 1. Okay, so the matrix corresponding to ST is 1 7 minus 1 1 minus 1 and minus 1. Now look at here, if in earlier some points we have discussed that if we multiply, if we have given some transformation and if we calculate the matrices for the transformation, and if we have to find the matrix corresponding to S into T. So what we have done, we have done that we multiplied matrix corresponding to S with T, and the resultant matrix should be matrix corresponding to ST. But in this case this doesn't happen. Okay, this is very important, you have to know. Okay, so why this doesn't happen? If we look at here, if you multiplied S with T, here the S matrix is minus 1 2 1 1 and the T matrix is 2 3 0 minus 1. So if we multiplied this, the resultant matrix is minus 2 minus 5 2 2, which is not equal to ST matrix. Okay, there is multiplication of an ST which is not equal to here ST matrix. Therefore if we have given and basis vectors V1 and V2 and the equations which are corresponding to that S and T, V1 and the V2, and if we find out the matrix corresponding to S and T, and if we multiplied these two matrices, the resultant matrix cannot give the matrix corresponding to ST. Okay, so this is a very important case in that way. Okay, so this matrix is not equal to 1 7 minus 1 1. Okay, now let SVI correspond to the columns of matrix S, etc. Similarly for T and the ST. Now look at here, suppose consider SVI corresponds to columns of matrix S. Means what? Take a transpose of the matrix S. SVI, consider the SVI as a transpose of the matrix S. Similarly for the T and ST, that is T of VI corresponds to the transpose of the matrix T, and STVI corresponds to the transpose of the matrix ST. So in this case the matrices corresponding to ST and the ST are. So which are the matrices corresponding to this when we consider the transpose of these three matrices? So the first matrix is minus 1. Transpose means what? Take a row as a first column. Take a first row as a first column and the second row as a second column. So the matrix corresponding to this can be given by the matrix corresponding to this is given by. Now look at here, the first row is here, the first matrix is given by, the first matrix S is minus 1 2 1 1. So the matrix corresponding to this SVI is given by the transpose of the matrix S. So what is a matrix? Take a first row as a first column. Therefore look at here, consider minus 1 2 as a first column, then here 1 1 is the second row. Now here 1 1 is the second row, therefore consider it as a first column. Therefore the matrix is minus 1 1 2 1. Now we have to find the matrix corresponding to T. So what is a matrix corresponding to T? 2 3 0 minus 1. Take a transpose of it, then the matrix is 2 2 0 3 minus 1. Okay, and the matrix corresponding to ST is, what is a matrix corresponding to ST? 1 7 minus 1 minus 1. So look at here, the matrix corresponding to ST. Take a transpose of this matrices. These are 1 minus 1 7 and the minus 1 if we take a transpose. Okay, now multiply these two matrices corresponding to ST. So if you multiply these two matrices, minus 1 1 2 1 2 0 3 minus 1, the resultant matrix is 1 minus 1 7 1, which is nothing but this matrix. Okay, so if we find, if we have, so what is given here, if we have an transformations S and T, if we have the any two transformations S and T, and if we have to find the if we have to find the matrix corresponding to the ST, the product ST. So what we have to do, we have to find the matrices corresponding to S, matrices corresponding to T, take a transpose of this matrix and then take a multiplication. Okay, then take a multiplication of these two matrix. So the resultant matrix should be matrix corresponding to S into T. Okay, all this suggests the following definition. Therefore, by using this example, what is a definition? The definition is, let V1, V2, Vn be the basis of V and let T belongs to LVV. Okay, we have given some vectors V1, V2, Vn and let T belongs to LVV.